I'm honored to be talking about Calvin. And in the Sports Hall of Fame, you've got the Mickey McBrides and the Elvin Georges and Pat O'Neills. And you could see in those three guys, they always had an effect on somebody's life, but that was athletically. And Calvin, he has approached what I believe the biggest problem in our country. And I think he realized we could not do a lot about what's going on in South Texas or violent problem in New York, but we could tackle the drug, somebody had to tackle the drug problem in Pontotoc County and the disease of addiction. And he threw his heart into that. So in 2012, I called him, he came in. And I said, Calvin, I said, would you like to be coordinator of this program? What does it pay? And I go, I don't know. Not only do I not know, I don't know whether I'll be able to pay you at all. But I believe I can handle it. I'll figure out something. He said, yeah, I think I'd be interested. I said, well, if you do this, you get in the addiction business, you're going to get your heart broken many, many times. But you're going to do probably the most satisfying work you've ever done in your life. Because I go on the theory of that 1 out of the 99, if we save one of them, then it's worth all our time. He has a heart for it. He has an intellect for it, what I call a seamless personality, I guess. He can relate to people on a one-on-one basis, whether they're governor of the state of Oklahoma or whether they're a prisoner wanting clemency. You know, Micah, the 6th chapter, my mother made me read that every Sunday when I was on the bench. Do justice, love mercy, and walk humbly. And I said, that walking humbly deal's always been a problem for me. So your job, if you take this, you're going to have to be humble for both of us, because I just can't handle it. And he said, I think I can do that. And I said, I think you can too. And to me, that's one of his strongest attributes. He can do a lot of fine things, but he remains grounded about all of it. We make a pretty good team because I'll say almost anything, and he'll just start rolling his eyes, and he'll give everybody in the room that grin. And that's when they know it's okay for them to laugh. When he went on the pardon and parole board, he and I had a long talk about it. And I told him over the last 11 years together, we made a lot of decisions, and some of them are really tough, and they're real life-changing. And I said, when you get on the pardon and parole board, it's double that, what you've gone through here. And you won't be sure. In your heart, you're just going to have to trust yourself and believe that whatever decisions you make, because these are life and death decisions that you're going to be making. Are these freedom or not freedom? And I said, the one thing and we've heard people say this in drug court before, respect freedom. He has affected lives. He wasn't coaching these people on what count to get off on, or whether they ought to play this defense or that defense. But he was coaching them in the sense that he was teaching them some life skills, that there is goodness in all of us, and to teach a person with addiction to find their own goodness and live like that. They don't have to live the life of addiction like they had been living. And that's what makes me proud of him, that he has reached out and touched just as many lives as if he has been coaching the football team.
In 1983, I met Calvin. That's when he joined the football team. And actually, he was a backup to my cousin, Neil. And great athlete. And after football, I got drafted in USFL. And then after my playing days in the USFL and all that, my first coaching job was with Larry McBroom in 1988. And me and Calvin we just stayed in touch. His dad did a great job. Dad was his role model. And he did exactly that. We all accomplished that. And then it's paid off. And football kind of led the way and paid for our education, and we just took it to the next level. And look at the outcome of him right now. I mean, he married his wife, Tracy, there, who was a cheerleader on campus, and he's a father, and he has grandkids now. And without that football scholarship and the friendships, I mean, that he endured, I mean, he destined to be successful, and he has done that, and I couldn't be more proud of him. That dude has have the biggest people skill that I have ever seen, in a human being. I thought he was gonna be a coach like me and Brian and Neil and the rest of us, but this dude, he just has the gift for just talking to people, and I knew his profession was gonna direct another direction, and he just has the gift of talking to people and counseling people, and he has done a great job of doing that and building his business doing that, and like I said, I'm proud of him, man, and like I said, this award couldn't go to a better recipient, Calvin Prince. So Calvin, I love you, and I'm proud of you, my brother.
Calvin's one of those guys, when you walk on the floor, he's the consummate partner. He's going to take care of his job. Very seldom does he flub up, but if he does, he just gives you that big smile and we move on and everything goes well. He has done so much on a local level for our specialty court system. When he came on in 2012, the system was really dragging. It was at a low point, and he has taken that specialty courts office to new heights. People don't understand what he does on a day-to-day basis for our community and for people in our community. His drug court is recognized as the #1 specialty court in all the state of Oklahoma. He does so many things on a community level that people don't understand. He's on boards of directors. He does things in the community to help people that go unnoticed. And then at the state level, he just continues to do things there. Most recently with his appointment to the Department of Corrections Probation and Parole Board. He's always dependable, he's always there, he does what needs to be done. Calvin has an incredible ability to relate to people. He has an ability to fit in any crowd, whether it's a crowd of 2 or 2,000. He communicates well, he's just really a people person, and I think those two things culminate into what he's been able to do in his professional career. Calvin, I'd just like to say thank you for what you do at the local level, at the court level, and at the state level, and most importantly, I appreciate your friendship.